Tima and translation volunteers provide medical services to Spanish-speaking local residents. Shuanghe Recycling and Education Station demonstrates the process to reuse recycled goods. Welcome to Diet Headlines. I'm Maggie Tai. Thank you for joining us. Tima in the United States visit Bakersfield in California once every 3 months to host free clinics. Since most of the local residents are Spanish-speaking, several translations volunteers have joined to help. Many residents got to know Tzu Chi more and are willing to give back.
Once every 3 months, Sultan came to Tzu Chi for cupping and acupuncture so as to relieve the pressure on his body. He also followed the doctor's advice.
This habit has lasted for 2 to 3 years already. The results of each checkup are roughly the same. Both my cholesterol and blood sugar levels are not high. Everything is fine.
In Bakersfield, Tima really needs the help of a Spanish translator. Ila Zhang almost followed Tzu Chi free clinics everywhere.
City volunteers and Tima doctors are very kind. I always think they're good people, so I'm happy to help. And they interact very well with the patients. I see every patient is grateful to these doctors and volunteers.
Yuefeng Li, who has been a dentist assistant for 13 years, is responsible for preparing dental materials at each of the free clinics and is also willing to guide the inheritance. She is very sure of the doctor's ability to see progress and their selfless dedication.
We will ask the doctors outside to help us with this kind of free clinic. Tzu Chi should have a good standard so that doctors will come to help. Otherwise, it's unlikely to ask them to come over.
Medical staff treat patients as if they are close relatives. Patients can feel it directly. Adopting a bamboo cone band represents their desire to pay back.
Because you helped us before, and I also want to pay back by helping the people you help. I think it is right for me to raise money using a bamboo coin bank.
Although they do not earn much, they understand the meaning of the bamboo coin bank and also want to donate their little amount to exert the great power of goodness.
United States San Bernardino School District, more than 90% of the students come from low-income families. Since 2016, Tzu Chi has been operating a food pantry to help the needy. Not only have many supermarkets and farms actively responded to donating food, local residents have also joined the distribution process. When the country's economy fell, the company I was working for fired me. That's when I began to ask where else I could help. Then I met Tzu Chi volunteers. They were providing food for people.
The first time I came here, I came to exercise and meditate. I was going through a stressful time, and I've always enjoyed volunteering. I really appreciate the kindness with which she has treated me.
Everybody is important. It doesn't matter your background. Maria, Gloria, they don't have much. They still enjoy doing it, and then they are happy to do it.
Today, we have a food pantry distribution for low-income families.
One is like doing the program, introduce the whole program, and then the other is like doing registration. We need their help to support the program because they speak the language and they are from the community.
When they know or see our conditions, for example, in Mexico or another country, it's as if their hearts are awakened and the spirit of helping others enter.
They are here longer than we are, so they spread the message to the community. They know what kind of food they like and what kind of food they eat. They help us to bridge the connection.
I come because my husband lost his job and we need food. It is not enough for us, and this is the only place that provides food.
I've been coming here for almost 8 years. It fills us with happiness that they give us food.
Que nos da para qué comer. Do you want everything or some? So this is good. Okay.
Here they treat you with respect. They take you into account as a person. They make you feel like you're a part of a family. I don't receive money, but my biggest pay is when I see people with happy faces.
Es cuando yo veo a mi gente con sus caras felices.
Unas personas muy amables.
They are very kind people. They use their time for something valuable. For them, it's first and foremost about helping people who need it, and I'm thankful.
Y yo se los agradezco.
A ver, esta me dijeron que era buena para la diabetes, ¿eh?
Está muy bonita, me gustó para mi árbol.
It's very beautiful. I paid out for my Christmas tree to make a wish for good health and that my family will always be well.
Yo cuando uso este uniforme,
When I wear this uniform, I'm representing Tzu Chi's values. I have to be an honest person and also charitable.
I really appreciate they're kind of like growing together and then they become like a family.
madre, si me vieras,
Mother, if you saw me, I hope you'd be proud of me, of the person I'm becoming.
persona que me estoy convirtiendo.
La gran satisfacción que me queda es que
The great satisfaction that I have is that I did something for those in need. I love Tzu Chi as I love the Dharma Master, and I love all the volunteers because everyone welcomes you with love. Teachers, parents, and Tzu Chi in Tzu Chi Academy in Washington, D.C. help collect secondhand clothes and purchase foods for the needy. The children learn to make contributions to organizing clothes.
People in Tzu Chi Academy from Washington, D.C. gather bags of clothes and supplies from donation. Although these were second-hand clothes, they select them carefully, hoping the care recipient who received them could feel the care and consideration.
I've participated in many activities, and I think it helped me a lot. Especially people like us living in the States for nearly 30 years, we have little opportunity to volunteer. Even you're studying in schools, you still got opportunities to make some contribution to the society. I believe this kind of activities could help my children grow.
Sending warmth during winter season, the teachers, teaching, and parents guided the children to prepare the donation together. The elder student also guided younger students to purchase food, selecting the healthy and tasty food with care and consideration.
Not only do we appreciate this volunteering opportunity so that we can make contributions and share love with others, but it also teaches our kids to be grateful and caregiving. When they begin their college studies, if they're still willing to make contributions to our society, then as parents we shouldn't worry too much for that anymore.
Through understanding the need of the care recipients, the student learned to differentiate need and wants better and became more grateful and understanding.
In March 2019, a forest fire broke out in Victoria Province, Australia. Tzu Chi volunteers in Melbourne went to disaster areas to deliver relief supplies, and they have been helping the survivors to this day. As the Christmas is coming, Tzu Chi volunteers hope to make them feel like home.
Welcome home. This is what Tzu Chi volunteers often say to each other. This time, they are welcoming the survivors of forest fire in the province of Victoria in Australia. They came together to share their situations, and the volunteers also introduced to them about the year-end ceremony. When the music is being played, the video plays the scenes of Tzu Chi volunteers meeting the survivors. Everyone watches attentively and also shed tears. The next one are the children singing and dancing, and it exhibits hopes. The survivors accept their well wishes with smile.
My hope is just to keep passing it forward like you do, so thank you.
On behalf of everybody here, I just want to thank you so much for everything you've given to our community. I thought the video was extremely powerful. I thought the children were wonderful, and the act of loving kindness is what we all need and what's going to save this planet.
Volunteers of all ages gathered at the Tzu Chi Melbourne office to prepare the first Christmas event for the fire survivors, so they can also experience the joy of accepting the red envelopes as Chinese do. The only difference is that the red envelopes come with the best wishes from the masters in the Jinsi abode.
Tzu Chi Recycling Mission will be reaching their 30-year anniversary next year. The Tzu Chi Shuanghe Recycling and Education Station has been holding exhibitions by combining new technology in the recycling supply chain.
Recycling volunteers and staff of Tzu Chi Technology worked together, creating a recycling supply chain at the Shuanghe Recycling and Education Station.
The master told us that the Shuanghe Recycling and Education Station was doing a decent job, but there's still one thing lacking. So I asked her, what is the thing? She said recycling supply chain.
Everyone could see that our recycling chain. We first heat up chips from bottles into strips, and then into polyester chip, and finally into fiber.
Turning plastic bottles into soft textiles, they demonstrate the process of transformation through machines.
See here, the fiber is drawn out. When it comes out, we will slow down the rotation speed.
Since there are many groups of people visiting the station every day, Tzu Chi volunteers explain the process through operating machines, which had made it even more convincing.
A tiny plastic bottle could turn into bottle flakes, polyester chip, and finally into textiles. And all became our clothes, hats, and blankets that we are selling in Tzu Chi Technology.
Tzu Chi's recycling mission is reaching its 30-year anniversary and has actively holding exhibitions, hoping more people could cherish their current resources.
Taiwan Shuanghe University in Tainan is sending love to the disadvantaged. As the culinary students are preparing for the license examinations, they ask the local Tzu Chi volunteers to take their baked products and share them with institutions or nursing homes.
Carefully separating the baked goods, volunteers are making sure the cakes and pastries made by the culinary students of Taiwan's Shuanghe University do not break during transportation.
This class of students needs to take their license examinations, so they thought since there are a lot of items they must practice on, why not share their baked goods with the disadvantaged? This way they can share their love and not have it go to waste.
Teacher Gong's husband is a Tzu Chi volunteer, so she knows about how Tzu Chi cares for the disadvantaged. She kind-heartedly thought the baked goods could be shared with the old folks' home and others who need it.
Knowing Tzu Chi conducts regular visits to the disadvantaged in society, these students hope to spread their love through their hard work and provide a little bit of warmth in this cold season.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Banqiao, Taiwan regularly visit a nursing home in the town to bring happiness to the elderly residents. Home care attendants also came this time to interact with the senior residents. Let's join them.
The music is being played out at the nursing home. Tzu Chi volunteers visit them regularly. Home care attendants also visit the nursing home this time. The seniors are laughing happily.
The seniors didn't have any expression, but then they started to smile.
With this event, I feel they won't just lie there and feel hopeless. It will give them much energy.
After the volunteers started to come every month, one can notice that the seniors are happy and are looking forward to every activity. They will even approach you and talk to you.
The seniors put on crowns, and the volunteers greet the seniors warmly. The volunteers regard the seniors as their families. This allows the home care attendants to learn.
We talked to him, and he asked me how I did today, and he would also tell me everything.
I learned how to be happy from the seniors. If they're healthy, I'm very happy.
Time is never wasted when happiness is involved, and the volunteers' time with the seniors are very well spent.
Taiwan Northern Taiwan chapter hosts the last free clinic of the year at Shuanghe in New Taipei City. Tzu Chi volunteers gave a spring couplet to every family to wish them all the best. The 102-year-old Dr. Chen Kui-Chun was ill, but he still attended to the free clinic because he is passionate to serve.
Tima members drive along winding mountainous roads to reach Shuanghe in New Taipei City to treat elderly people. Most of them live alone, and they do not know much about correct knowledge in taking their medicines, so the doctors give them words of reminders.
Some elderly people have hypertension, but they don't know about it. They often feel the medicine from Japan are the best, so they will take 10 pills in the morning and 10 in the evening. They take 20 in one day, so it is unimaginable.
Press on with your hand, okay? Just relax.
Understanding the cause of their problems, Tima teaches the residents about health, starting from the numbers of their blood pressure and blood sugar. This is the last free clinic in Shuanghe of the year, so Tzu Chi volunteers present spring couplets to the residents.
We don't just give them medical treatment, we'll ask them how they do, if they have enough to eat, or if they slept well last night. They'll see us as their families.
Because of his love for patients, Dr. Chen Kui-chun also comes to this free clinic. He is suffering from pulmonary edema, but he still insists on seeing patients.
I'm 102 years old because the heaven gives me this life, so I cannot idle away or waste my life. I must do my best to continue serving the public.
The footprints of these Tima members overcome their ages and winding roads to help those in need.
Tzu Chi Tima members and volunteers from the Middle District hold monthly free clinic at Nanzhuang Township, Miaoli County. Mr. Tu is physically challenged due to work injury. After volunteer care for him many years, he became a positive person.
Holding free clinic at a remote area of Nanzhuang Township, Miaoli County, Tima members have established a good friendship with the patient through monthly visit. They treated each other like one family.
We diagnose your health in the air through video call.
They communicate through video call over mobile phones. On the other side of the camera, Mr. Tu was half paralyzed because of work. He went through the dark time in his life and now works at the Association of Spinal Cord Injured. On this day of visit, he was out to practice in the disabled games. Now Mr. Tu is a positive person who has moved on from his past.
I come here today especially for you, but you are not here. Promise me to be here next month.
Tima doctors and volunteers provide free medical service to Ms. Xu's husband, who is physically challenged due to a car accident. Her daughter is bedridden with cerebral palsy. Ms. Xu shoulders the burden for the whole family alone. Volunteers feel sorry for her, so they would cheer her up when they go to her home to provide free medical service every month.
The doctors always take good care of the patients as if they are one big family. I hope I could have more opportunities to volunteer at these remote villages or places where medical resources are lacking and to provide them with love and care.
Holding free clinic with love allows people to see the bright side of life.
Although second-hand toys are sorted and reused to reduce their impact on the environment, a large number of toys throughout Taiwan are still directly discarded. Also, many cannot be repaired and reused, unable to escape the fate of becoming garbage. Many are wondering if it is possible for us to try to use different materials and implement environmental protection concepts from the beginning to build more environmental-friendly toys.
Volunteers from the New Taipei City Toy Bank carefully clean and maintain second-hand plastic toys donated by the public and get them ready to be reused again. However, not every toy is so lucky. According to statistics, 90% of Taiwan's children's toys are made of plastic, and eventually 80% of them enter landfills, incinerators, and even the ocean, creating environmental crisis. What if toys were made from environmentally friendly materials? The factory owner Chen Guodong has been developing wooden toys for 19 years. He has often won awards from various countries, but in fact, the cost of making toys from wood is much higher than plastic toys.
Wooden toys may take 5 or 6 processes to make each part. How many processes are needed to make a plastic toy? If you have the right color already, all you have to do is to inject plastic into a mold and it is done.
Wooden toys are not only complicated to process, 97% of wood in Taiwan is imported from abroad. If internationally certified environmentally friendly wood is used, the cost will continue to add up. High prices have suppressed sales. Compared with European and Japanese countries, Taiwan's toy market is still dominated by plastics. Yet for parents, there are currently more economical and readily available materials to make toys for their children.
我打开来，你注意看，咻！来，我再打开哦，你再看我里面有什么东西。哦，这是什么？不知道。这是爱心，对不对？爱心藏起来。
Tzu Chi has been working as a babysitter for 20 years. She transformed her old teddy bear into an anatomically correct toy.
这个就是代表那个心脏，然后我们还有胃。
This represents the heart, the stomach, the large intestine, and the small intestine on continuous length. I want children to desire less things and instead try to reuse waste. This is cloth, Velcro, and cardboard. These are toys from a convenience store or toys children have never played.
然后就是这些都是便利商店的，或者是小朋友玩过的玩具不想玩的。
However, when she creates environmentally friendly toys, Taiwan's plastic waste also continues to accumulate. Many are hoping there is a solution in sight.
没有，不对，不对了。妈妈先开始。好，妈妈先调一下呼吸哦。好，开始。还有差一点点。哦，你看3个了，进步了。这个可以变成什么？可以。
This can be turned into anything that you can think of or imagine.
8 years ago, Mr. Lee, a community security guard, saw too many piles of plastics and bottles in the recycling station as he took the initiative to make the garbage more interesting.
Here we use the floor pattern to make the game of checkers. We use these numbers 1 to 15.
From everyday life, these discarded products, along with clothing, have been created into 30 to 40 types of toys by Mr. Lee. He shared his personal interest with friends and relatives and accidentally discovered that handmade toys brought happiness to many people.
是跟妈妈一起做。We can work together and cultivate a parent-child relationship.
Focusing on creating new toys from waste can also foster a better parent-child relationship and more concern about environment.
I think the one which uses boards and plastic is really great. I think that Tzu Chi uncle is terrific, and this also teaches children about environment promotion.
他可以接触到环保的议题。
Both adults and children can start by changing the materials toys are made from to make the Earth's resources more sustainable. Just adding a little creativity can bring people happiness that money simply can't buy.
A middle school in Malaysia hosted a fundraising event with bamboo coin banks to inspire students to save up and help others. Take a look and see you next time.